Hai, Assalamualaikum. I bid to Dr. Siti Nur Zahirah binti Cik Tahrim. I am Nur Ifaraudah binti Ismail from class AFT1023 L4. My matric number is A21A2856. Today, I would like to present about the Tealive company. Next, about purpose of management. Management is the process of resolving something effectively and efficiently through and with others. Management is also the achievement of organization goals effectively and efficiently through the process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling resources to achieve organization goals. Management functions have four parts, which are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. For the first management function is planning. Planning, manager identify the goals to be reached and the most appropriate action to be done at all levels of the company in others to achieve organization goals through the planning process. The brand was introduced at the Pavilion Kuala Lumpur store by Chief Executive Officer Brand Loob. Tealive, formerly known as Chatime, is a Taiwan's tea beverage company. Tea time is referred to as Chatime. As a result, Tealive has officially replaced Chatime Malaysia today. Then, organizing. Organizing is Tealive offer a new beginning in the effort to reintroduce tea consumption as a pleasurable experience. Tealive is not just about tea, it is a point of view about a way of life. With more than 70 delectable Tealive brands on the menu and more than 150 stores in Malaysia, Tealive has become a household name. Tealive is a well-known brand that will elevate modern tea culture to new heights. Next is leading. Leading is a process in which managers attempt to influence employer behavior so that they can complete given duties effectively and efficiently in order to meet corporate goals. He built his food and beverage empire from the ground up with a passion for mentoring up and coming business talent. Through honest teamwork, entrepreneurship, and innovation, CEO Brian Loob has created contemporary tea. For the last is controlling. Controlling is the process through which managers assess current performance and take corrective action to ensure that the final product meets expectation. Why? CEO Brian Loob has a pleasant and welcoming demeanor. He actually possesses great modern management skill. He has built his food and beverage empire from the ground up with a love for mentoring rising business talent. For my first point is background of top manager at Loob Holdings Sdn Bhd. Brand Loob, born Perlis, Malaysia, residence Kuala Lumpur, nationality Malaysia. Then, he had many occupations before building his own brand, which is Tealive, such as CEO of Loob Holdings Sdn Bhd, Hakka Maker, Pizza Hutori, Yao Frozen Yogurt Ice Cream, Define Food, Gindaco, Soda Express, Croissant Taiyaki, and Tealive. From his marriage with Sally Kwa, they were gifted with 2 children. He was awarded with Best Master Franchise 2012, Earn and Young Imagine Entrepreneur of the Year 2013. And then 10 role top manager perform in organization. For the first is figurehead role of manager. As Executive Officer, Brian Loob has to perform ceremony duties such as sign important documents, welcoming officer, visitor, and many more as the head of the organization. Brian Loob has also signed a collaboration agreement with Arau Community College in Perlis to provide apprenticeship for its students enrolled in food processing and quality control certification. And then, spokesman role of manager. Managers need to communicate information to others outside the organization or stakeholders relate to the organization's plans, policies, actions, and decisions. Brian Loob conveyed information on the organization form of Loob Holdings Sdn Bhd to the mass media. Entrepreneurial role of manager. Brian Loob is always sensitive to the internal and external environment of the organization that presents opportunities and threats, as well as looking for ideas to overcome, mobilize production factors, manage risk and uncertainties, and seize business opportunities. And then, resources allocated role of manager. Brian Loob has to make decisions related to projects that need to be budget allocated, customer grievances that will be given priority, and so on. Brian Loob needs to allocate physical, human, and financial resources to his company. And then, liaison role of manager. Top manager act as liaison between the organization and external parties such as suppliers, customers, government officers, bank executives, and so on. As the Chief Executive Officer, Brian Loob will obtain information related to situations and developments in the external environments that may affect Loob Holdings Sdn Bhd. Train and develop staff. Brian Loob needs to provide training to all its employees to ensure their knowledge and skill can be developed effectively. Loob Holdings Sdn Bhd collaborate with University of Technology Mara to place UiTM graduates in Tealive store to experience for themselves in store management. Communicate clearly and effectively. Brian, as Chief Executive, needs to make sure the plan he has outlined are known to all staff involved in the organization. Brian Loob also has good communication skills with all his officers so that all his employees are happy to deal with him. Monitor role of manager. Brian Loob, who is this Chief Executive Officer, needs to constantly monitor business and employment information, industry, and environment. He can also make better plans to improve the performance of Loob Holdings Sdn Bhd. CEO Brian Loob is in the process of final negotiation and is expected to close this year. He is still in the process of discussion with 3 to 5 new markets, and 2 of them are expected to be reached that year. Influence staff and customer. Brian Loob has a good image and a friendly character, making his employees comfortable to work in his company. He always makes detail in his shop every Sunday because he remembers his father's advice that retail is about details and the details lie in the customer experience. Brian Loob has always been so careful that he becomes speak about that his customer face when they step into a Tealive store. Plan and business development. CEO Brian Loob has amazing modern management skill in operating the company with a passion for mentoring upcoming business talents. He has expanded his food and beverage empire from a startup into a full-blown enterprise. Brian Loob has a structured business plan so that all the company's plan for the tea beverage brand can be achieved with the stipulated period. innovation is important to CEO Brian Loob job and technology changes the manager works today. Innovation. Brian Loob, who is the CEO of Loob Holdings Sdn Bhd, considered that innovation is important to improve the performance of his business, hence the diversification it has done for its Tealive beverage products. Since the outbreak of the COVID-19 epidemic in the country has triggered an immediate change in strategy, and so the Tealive brand have launched an online e-commerce platform for tea or foam tea. Technology managers today can make quick decisions, make strategic plans, determine the works that need to be done by all employees, and monitor all work activity with the company. High skill in the use of technology will help increase productivity as well as the quality of work of employees will have an influence on the organization. Technology can also change the job of manager because employers nowadays can perform tasks quickly and with quality. Thank you.